Hi there, this is Rev Mark from Christchurch, Swansea. And last time I mentioned some of the evidence for the resurrection of Jesus, how even Thomas, the natural skeptic among the apostles, even though he didn't believe at first, encountered first-hand evidence that made him change his mind. Well, this time I want to share a couple of quotes from modern writers that I think are really worth considering. The first is a legal perspective from Sir Edward Clarke, who was a former British High Court judge. And he wrote this: "To me, the evidence is conclusive. And over again in the High Court, I have secured the verdict on evidence not nearly so convincing. As a lawyer, I accept the gospel evidence unreservedly as the testimony of truthful men to facts that they were able to substantiate." So he is saying that the verdict is easier to secure for the resurrection of Jesus than it is in many modern legal cases. And that is a very serious observation from a legal professional. The second one is a philosophical perspective from Antony Flew. Now, he was a professor of philosophy for most of his life, and he was an atheist for most of his life. He later came to believe in God, interestingly, particularly because of modern DNA research. He believed that made a very powerful argument that God and nothing else was the source of life on earth. But he was still a natural skeptic when it came to things like miracles. He didn't naturally believe in any miracles. But this is what he said when he was presented by the evidence for the resurrection of Jesus by a fellow philosopher. He said this: "The evidence for the resurrection of Jesus is better than for claimed miracles in any other religion. It's outstandingly different in quality and quantity." And what he's saying there is, even if you, like he, are skeptical about any miraculous claim that you ever hear, he's saying that you can't discount the resurrection of Jesus on the basis by which you would discount other miraculous claims. He says the evidence is far, far stronger and far more serious. And so I think those are really worth thinking about. My first degree was in physics, and I've always loved science, I still do. But when I was age 19 and I started seriously exploring the evidence for Christianity, I didn't want to leave my brain at the door. But it was things like this that made me realise that I didn't have to. Pob bendith. God bless you.